Hi, my small good friends. I hope everyone's doing fantastic out there today. So what I have here for you today is a relatively small haul from Super Tarts. So if you're interested in seeing what I picked up from Super Tarts recently, stay tuned. So Super Tarts is owned by Brandy, and Brady, I believe, is her husband's name. I have found that I am really loving this vendor's wax. It does well in my home. I have accumulated a bit of wax from her now. Since I've been purchasing from Brandy, she's mainly done these RTS releases where she offers what she calls a brick, which is basically a clamshell without the plastic clam, and donuts. And you'll see both of those items in this order. Basically is what she's been offering. They're like priced at $5. I think some might be $5.50 depending on if they have a premium oil in them. So a relatively small cost for a small amount of wax to give you a chance to try out some of her wax. Really love this. I will say I'm not a big fan of her silent openings. I understand why she has to do them, and I understand it probably works well for some people, but I am a time girl. Like, give me a time and I'll be there. So I'm on the East Coast, Brandy's on the West Coast. So her times tend to be anywhere between 9 o'clock p.m. and midnight for me. So I'm not a huge fan of that. Granted, they do tend to be, the openings tend to be on a Friday or a Saturday. So that's good. But the 3-hour span is tough. You just basically have to keep refreshing the page or keep going to check the website. And like I said, I understand why she's doing it, basically because so many people would jump on the website, it would crash her site. So she's doing these silent openings where she picks a time span. It's usually 3 hours long, and she will open her website at any time between that time span, and you can shop at that time. Her scents are limited to 2 scents per customer on the first day that she opens. If that scent is still available on day 2, then you can go back in and purchase more, as much as you like. Because then it's fair game. But anyway, like I said, I'm just not a huge fan of the silent openings, but I am a huge fan of her wax. Anyway, let's get started. The first thing in my box was my invoice. And it looks like I picked up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 items. I usually try to keep my order to about 9 or 10 items because I've realized that amount usually fits into a flat rate envelope. And so Brandy offers that cheaper option for shipping. And so I like that because like that's like $10 and some change. And then once you go up to that medium box, the shipping is like, I think it's $17 and some change. So, you know, $7 difference. So, and I understand that too. She's West Coast. I'm East Coast. It's costing a bit to ship from here to there. I totally understand. It's not her fault. But to keep in line with my budget, I try to get like, I pick out like 9 cents usually that I know can fit in that flat rate envelope. So that's what I've got here. There's also a sample in the box. This is Apple Vanilla Breeze. I will admit, I was kind of curious about this scent, so I'm kind of quite glad that I got a sample of it. Yeah, this is nice. That's a nice apple. It's a very fresh scent, but also like a fresh apple as well. A fresh, crisp, juicy apple. And you do get a vanilla in there. So it's kind of like a fresh apple, but also like a fresh air kind of scent. With a little bit of vanilla. I like it. I think I would pick it up. So it's Apple Vanilla Breeze. Love the color of that. So pretty. And then we'll start with the bricks first. I actually have this double bag because when I cut my envelope open, I cut into this bag. So totally my fault, so I double bagged it. This is a Vintage Christmas, and this is her brick that I was talking about. So you can see it's like 6 cubes. It's not cut, so you have to cut it. So that is one difference. Although it's kind of not cut in the clam as well. Yeah, because when you pull out the clam, it's all one piece. So you do have to cut it, but it snaps apart as well very easily. And I usually do all 6 cubes in my open space, and they're nice, thick, nice size cubes. So Vintage Christmas is marshmallow fireside, pumpkin, yellow apples, and glazed donuts. I just thought, that sounds good. Some of her blends just sound so different. And some of them really work. Okay, this smells great. First and foremost, I get that apple. It's interesting, yellow apples. I don't think I've seen it called that in oil before. Personally, in real life, I really love the Golden Delicious apples, which are yellow apples. Yeah, first and foremost, I get the apples, but I do get that pumpkin, and I'm picking up a little bit of a pastry note, which has got to be that glazed donuts. Okay, and the marshmallow fireside. Oh, yeah, the marshmallow fireside is quite strong. I'm not sure why I didn't pick that up right away, but I definitely get that yellow apples and marshmallow fireside first and foremost. And then that pastry note of the donut. That's good. I like that. Vintage Christmas. Like, I feel like I could warm that right now. I don't, that's not totally true. I was going to say I don't tend to do apple scents in the winter, but I do like apple mixed with tree. So, yeah, but I could totally do this right now. You coming up? Come on. Come on, Jersey. Jersey has been getting on my last nerves this morning. She doesn't want to eat today. So we're just having a fantastic day. She's a diva. She gives me trouble. If she don't want to go to the bathroom in the morning, she just won't go, which is a problem when I'm going to work. She's got to go. She feels she's got to go. She just doesn't. So she gives me trouble with that. Then she gives me trouble with eating. Sometimes she eats, sometimes she doesn't. If she doesn't eat, you would think, okay, well, heck with her. She can go without until dinner. But her stomach gets upset. So as soon as she does go out again, and don't get me wrong, she'll ask to go out again whether or not she's going to go to the bathroom or not. As soon as she goes out again, she eats grass. And what does she do when she eats the grass? She vomits. So it's a vicious cycle. She is definitely my diva dog. Definitely my diva dog. And sometimes it's cute and sometimes it's not. And today it's not. So I'm not too happy with her today. But apparently she has forgiven me for being mad at her because she is cozied up next to me. I'm sure you can't see her. She's way below the camera, but I'm so mad at her. Next up is tea for two. And tea for two is lemon iced tea, tea and cakes, and funnel cake. I've not had Brandy's funnel cake before. Okay, so the strongest note here is that tea and cakes. It is lemony, so I don't know if that's both the tea and cakes and the lemon iced tea coming through. Probably so. I'm liking her tea and cakes oil. That is an oil I tend to like. I do get a strong tea note, and I love that. And I do get a little bit of spiciness from that funnel cake. So I like that. Tea for two. I do tend to like tea scents, and I do tend to like tea and cake scents. So this was kind of a no-brainer. This video won't go up anytime soon, but I do know last time I checked, this was still one of the available scents. So it did not sell out. So you may find that if you check out her website, which I will post below. Thankful and Blessed. I actually have this scent. I picked it up in a D-stash. I picked up a bunch of like half-used scents from Super Tarts from Super Tarts in a D-stash a while back, just to get a feel for her wax because I had not tried her wax before. I don't know how they were stored. I don't know how old they were, but quite a few of them did not perform well, and that has not been my experience with Brandy's wax. So I don't know. Maybe it was a storage issue. Some of them performed fine, but some have not. I decided, although the bag I have has like a few BAMs in it, I decided to pick up one straight from Brandy as well. So Thankful and Blessed is apple cider, marshmallow fluff, and zucchini bread. Some of her labels are really hard to read. That smells amazing. You get all of that. You get the apple cider, you get marshmallow, and you get zucchini bread. The apple cider is not astringent. It's a very nice, sweet apple cider. I'm sorry if you can hear that. I live near the airport. I'm sure that's coming across on camera. Yeah, I live near the airport, and usually you don't pick up everything. Like sometimes I can hear the planes running on the roadway, but not super loud. But the military also does like training exercises and stuff around here and around the airport. So I have a feeling that was probably a fighter jet or something going by. They do everything. They do the jets. They do the big, huge cargo planes. Some of these planes are astronomically huge. They do the helicopter exercises. They do a little bit of everything. So I was thankful and blessed. Love the color of that wax. It's beautiful. I'm planning on getting into this in November. I will warm that bag that I got in D-Stash first. It was her BAM, so I have a feeling it's going to do fine, but we'll see. Next up is Hey There Pumpkin. Love the orange wax. It's so pretty. So Hey There Pumpkin has notes of, oh, it's a hard one. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin pecan waffles, pumpkin sugar cookies, and pumpkin milkshakes. So we are on pumpkin overload. Okay. And it smells like pumpkin overload in here. I'm getting a bit of a fleshy pumpkin, which is interesting because it's pumpkin pie, pumpkin sugar cookies, pumpkin pecan waffles. They're all like baked pumpkin, besides that pumpkin milkshake. Maybe it's that pumpkin milkshake, but I'm getting something fleshy in here, kind of squashy. But I also am detecting that pumpkin pecan waffles. And I like that pumpkin pecan waffles. That is the oil I do like. Yeah, as you would expect, this is very pumpkin forward. So if you are not a pumpkin lover, you need to be a pumpkin lover. I would not pick that up, but I do love pumpkin, so I think I will enjoy it. Hey there, pumpkin. And then I picked up, I've been hearing good things about this, and it sounded really good. This is Yippee-Ki-Yay. And this has scent notes of, oh my gosh, it's so hard to read. Iced sugar cookies and pine needles. I do love bakery mixed with pine. I really do. Or tree. Yeah, that's good. Oh, that pine is nice and sweet. I do love a Christmas tree blend. And like I said, I do love it mixed with bakery. This is fantastic. Oh my gosh. So this is what one of her bricks looks like outside of the package. Oh, that pine is so sweet. It's a sweet pine needle. But it's not overbearing. Like you get equal doses of that sugar cookie. And there is kind of an icing vibe. So this does truly, in fact, smell like an iced sugar cookie. That's fantastic. I love that. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to warm that. Okay, I'll be getting into that sometime soon. That smells amazing. So, Yippee-Ki-Yay. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing. All right, so the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scents are in her donut shape. So this is Hello Fall. And this one is two-tone, so you got a different color layered there. Different color going on front and back. So that's something different I haven't seen from Brandy personally before. So Hello Fall has scent notes of candy corn, spun sugar, and butter brickle. Do you love me some candy corn? Oh yeah. Definitely get that butter brickle. Look at that. That is so cute. I warmed up one of her donuts recently and I just sliced this into 6 pieces just like the brick would be. 6 warmers. It performs fantastic. Brandy's wax does amazing in my home. Yeah, this smells just like, it smells like a candy corn. It's not overly sweet, and I think that butter brickle is bringing it down, although it does also have spun sugar in it. But it doesn't smell overly sweet to me. I would say I'm getting that butter brickle more than anything, but I like that. It's kind of like a sweet caramely scent to my nose, and I like it. So I think this one's going to be a good one. So that is Hello Fall. Love the name. Love the label. I do love Brandy's labels. I don't love trying to read them, but I do love her labels. Next up is Poor Man's Pudding. This scent, and you can see I cut this bag when I was opening the package as well. I need to be more careful. This scent is getting some chatter on her Facebook group right now. So this is cinnamon bread pudding, sugar cookie dough, nutmeg, and sweet cream. I almost didn't pick this up, but guys, look at that picture. So there is a local inn nearby that offers a bread pudding and a buffet that it does, I think, weekly. I've been there a few times for work events. It is a bread pudding. It is so delicious. I'm telling you, it looks like this. It has this delicious, like, creamy icing. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I'm not even a bread pudding fan. That is very creamy and sweet. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of what almost smells like the icing on top of this. There's that. It's got some drizzle on there. So cute. This is interesting. This smells different than anything I've smelled before. I'm definitely getting that sweet cream. And I'm getting that sugar cookie dough. I'm not picking up a lot of cinnamon bread pudding. There's definitely a doughy component to this. Oh, that smells good. I have a feeling this is going to be really good on warm. That smells very different than anything I've smelled before. Like I said, I mean, Brandy, she just does some blends sometimes. They're just so different. And I like that. It's so different than things I've tried. So that is Poor Man's Pudding. Next, I picked up Sandman Sleepy Club. And I have to admit, the label got me on this one. And what also got me is the fact that this doesn't have lavender in it. I feel like every blend that has sleep or some form of sleep in its title has lavender. And I get it. But I kind of was, I mean, and it has cinnamon in the title too. So I kind of was like, oh, it's like a sleepy blend without the lavender. How to do it. So this is Red Apple, Ocean Breeze, Vanilla Bean, and Sandalwood. That's nice. That's like a really fresh blend. Oh, that apple is nice, but it's not like, you know, apple oil and blends tends to be very strong. It's blended very well. You get apple, you get fresh, and you get that vanilla. I'm going to take it out because I'm not really picking up sandalwood. This one's also drizzled. Okay, the sandalwood's there. Oh, okay. I'm getting a little bit of everything. Oh, I like this. This is like a fresh, but it's also fruity. It's also sweet. It's also woodsy. Not extremely woodsy, so it's not like, it's not a woodsy vibe, but you do get a little bit of that sandalwood. It's kind of a little bit body care-ish a little. This is good, but this is a kind of scent I probably wouldn't do now in the fall. This is more to me like something I would love to do in the spring. So I will put this away and do it then. This to me is like a great spring apple kind of blend. So that is Salmon Sleepy Club. Love that label. And I love the fact it didn't have lavender. And actually, the last two are actually the same scent because I bought two. This is Sookie. There's that. And oh my gosh, look at that label. Does that not look delicious? And I'm hungry. It's going on afternoon and I haven't eaten yet and I'm starving. I usually get a coffee from my daughter on Saturday morning. She usually brings like a Starbucks or something, but she's not feeling well and I was too lazy to go out and get one this morning. So, and I say coffee, I don't even drink coffee. It's actually a very, very milk down latte, or sometimes I get the English breakfast tea latte. So I don't really mean coffee when I say coffee, but I'm just missing that. So I think when I finish up these videos, I'm trying to knock out a few small ones now that I did like this. I filmed a 2-hour long empties video. That's actually, it's almost 2.5 hours long. My editing software is not going to have it. So I'm going to have to split it up. But that took some time this morning. I apparently chatted too much and warmed through too much wax. But yeah, now I'm trying to knock out a few small ones of wax hauls that have come in and are sitting on my dining room table that I want to take downstairs and put away because it's kind of driving me nuts. But Sookie, Has a delicious looking label. This is gingerbread, yellow cake, and applesauce and buttercream. Okay, gingerbread, yellow cake, applesauce, and buttercream. I don't know, guys. Can you read that? Tell me if you can read that. It just blends in with her label. So the tininess doesn't bother me, but the colors, it just blends in. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, look, a little drizzle. Okay, so it doesn't really smell like applesauce to me. It smells like apples. I was interested in that applesauce note because I've not heard about that in vendor wax before. But to me, it smells like apples, like a Mac apple. And I definitely get that cake note. I'm not getting a ton of gingerbread. Yeah, I'm mostly getting like a Mac apple kind of scent. So I get apple rather than applesauce. And I'm getting like that yellow cake. There's something else sweet here. It's almost like a caramely scent. But there's no caramel in the notes. It smells good though. I'm glad I got two. I hope that gingerbread comes out a bit more warm. Because that really, that's really why I picked it up. Because I had gingerbread. And I do love a good gingerbread blend. So, yeah, I hope that comes out on warm. So that is Suki times 2. There's that. Yeah. That'll do it for my small Super Tarts haul. Brandy did hold an RTS last night. I was totally going to skip it because, like I said, it kind of drives me nuts having to keep refreshing the website and waiting for it to open. But I did it because she was offering a lot of Christmas blends. It was kind of a pop-up RTS. Didn't know it was coming. So, yeah, it was a pop-up, and I went in, I ordered. I did go over the 10 brick limit because there was quite a few Christmas scents, and I did want to go in on quite a few of those. I actually went in twice. She does combine shipping, so she'll combine that second order when she ships it. So I went in twice and picked up a few more that I wanted to try because I don't really have any of her Christmas scents. I've picked up a few in some recent orders, so I have a few. But yeah, there was so much good stuff that I have not tried because, you know, haven't been with Super Tarts that long. And I was super excited to go in on it, and so I did. And so there will be an upcoming haul when that ships. And I actually went in on an RTS, I think last week she had one, where I picked up a few more fall blends. So that will be a short and sweet one, kind of like this. So that will be coming up when that ships, which I'm sure will be shipping probably within the next week or so. And yeah, I'll get that filmed and loaded up for you guys. And if you have hauled anything recently from Super Tarts, share that below in the comments. Would love to hear from you. If you have some tried and true favorites from Super Tarts when it comes to Christmas blends, let me know. If there's anything I need to try, tell me. And guys, I will see you in the next one. Please subscribe if you're new. Would love to have you here, where I talk about all things home fragrance, whatever scent in my home, I talk about it. See you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.